Hi, I'm Christine McKay, and welcome to My Craft Studio. I'm super excited today because we have Heidi Swapp with us.
Hey.
Hey. So Heidi, do you want to know what one of the most popular, asked questions on the channel is?
Yes.
When is Heidi coming back?
So I get that question a lot too.
I think Lori, our marketing director, spends half the day answering yes, yes, yes. So you have been a busy girl, and we took a little bit of a hiatus over summer.
Well, you know, all the big stars do. I'm totally kidding. I totally don't think I'm a big star, but I was crashing.
Why was I? I wasn't at the party. I'm just kidding. So tell me, a lot has happened from when we first started my craft channel until now, like a lot. So kind of explain what you've been doing in the meantime.
Well, I did know that I was going to be launching a new brand when I started my first season or two of Craft Channel, but I didn't have any of my own items. That I mean, I had a lot of companies that I worked with, and I was using their stuff to make projects, but it was still, you know, just like going to the scrapbook store, buying stuff, coming home and making stuff, you know. And now that ever since January, and now this is my second release of products, I've got my own goods in the house.
And you know what I love? It is fun. And you know what I love about you is that you are the real deal as far as you really do scrapbook. This whole system, and maybe you can tell me a little bit more about it.
We're not calling it a system.
It's not a system.
It's not a weight loss program.
Oh, I need one of those.
But you know what, I will say that as I'm designing product, I'm always thinking about what is the end project going to look like, because I don't care what it looks like in a package, and I don't even know. But when I'm working on new projects, I'm actually scrapbooking in my head as I go. And I have to go kind of slow, and I have to stare at the screen a lot, because really I'm putting photos and I'm imagining it, and I don't want to make something that you use once and then never use again. I want to make a product that you use once and then you use it next time in another way, add paint in another way, add wax another way, add ribbon in another way, and have 20 ways to use one thing.
And that is what I love so much about you, is that you're not coming from it at the approach of, oh, what cool products can I come up with that will just sell, tons of. That it's really from years of experience and from crafting that as you're doing it, you're like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, and now you have this great opportunity that you can create those.
And the very best ideas come while I'm working on 12 segments of my craft channel, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had this. Write that down. That's in the next release, because they really are spawned from my real needs.
And one thing that I love is all of these projects. I mean, in fact, some of the people here on set were saying, who's this or who's that? And these are real people. They're real stories. Unlike, for instance, my children, back in the day when I used to do a lot of designing for, books or magazines, I would take pictures of my kids and make up names, and that we went to Barbados, and I fear that one day I'm gonna die and my kids are gonna be like, we went to Barbados? But yours are they are real projects. They're not just showpieces for a catalog.
When you have as many kids as I do, you have a lot of need to make scrapbook pages. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you that my kids are like, okay, now that's the third project of Connor. Where's Connor's my baby, and you shouldn't
our babies
say that.
are always our favorite, though. Okay.
He's just so cute.
So tell me a little bit about this, because for somebody that might say, Heidi, everything you do is it's so amazing, it's so intricate, I could never do what Heidi does. Explain really how basic this can be.
Well, going into season 4, I've made a lot of things, and I love telling people there are 30 plus videos on this site. Go look at them, because at this point we've got a lot of videos on there, and it's a wealth of cool ideas, not just from me, but from all of those other really creative, amazing women. And as I was thinking, trying to design my segments and trying to plan on what to do, I just kept going back to memory files. And basically, obviously, it's what's new. It's what's hot to me. But memory files keep me up at night. The wheels are always turning. And when I make one project, it gives me an idea for another project. So in season 4, you're going to see a lot of ways to get a lot of photos into your projects. That's really what I'm about right now.
And I love that, because if you have a 12 by 12 page, for instance, you're really, I mean, that's it. That's all of the real estate that you have. So you've really come up with a system. It's not
I'm
a
not
system.
calling it a system.
You've come up with
It's
this
not
really.
a cult. You don't have to convert. You don't have to commit.
See, I've converted. I love it.
Oh, she's converted. Stop converting.
I love it, because it's a way that I really can. It's like you said earlier. I am not limited. My memories and my journaling are not limited to how many photos I can fit on a page. You can do dozens of photos.
Yeah, and that's what's important. I found myself, honestly, not taking as many photos, not taking as many of those little shots, because I kind of knew they were never going to make the scrapbook page.
Yeah.
And so, ever since I've been doing memory files for about 10 months now, I am finding myself taking the shoelace picture and the behind the head picture and the interaction pictures that wouldn't have made it on the scrapbook page.
Okay, so we're almost out of time, but I first of all, I want to just kind of go over just really, really quickly, and then just about what the memory file system. Oh my gosh, it's not a system. The memory file, what it basically is.
Well, I'll just show you a couple projects
let's
that you're
do
going to see in this season. This one in particular, this is a chipboard file that I have added file folders in, little openable books, and I'll just show you a quick peek inside here, because I've folded a folder, I've added mini folders, and these mini sections, these little mini folders give you compartments for different memories. And then this is a photo stack, which houses almost 20 photos, just in one
it's just
thing.
unreal.
And you're just slapping them in. I mean, there's nothing tricky or intricate about it. It's glue and go, like I like to say. So that's one idea. This one is going to be really a fun segment when it comes up, taking a chipboard album, covering it up, cutting it in half, and binding it with, like a binding machine. Or if you don't have a binding machine, you can just use book rings. But the diversity, I mean, this is not hard. This is called slapping it together, really.
And it is. I mean, it's so simple, it's so easy, and yet it looks like you've spent hours on it. And I am serious. This is probably one of the most excited seasons that I've been to kind of watch the show along with all of our viewers, because I see these and I'm so excited to learn more about it and how to really get more out of my projects. So before we go, Heidi, I'm just going to ask you couple rapid fire questions, okay? And I will say one of them was who your celebrity crush is, but I think we already covered that. Who is that, Heidi?
Well, I have a little crush on Jimmy Fallon, because I would want to hang out with him but not kiss him.
Just have him tell you jokes?
Yeah, just talk.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so another thing, are you, when you're scrapbooking, what is your favorite scrapbooking kind of treat or snack?
Well, I always have a Diet Coke for sure.
Always.
And I like candy. I hate healthy food. I wish I liked it, but I hate it.
Okay, last question for you.
I like singers.
Oh, ooh, the frosting.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
vanilla or
It's
chocolate?
Vanilla.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay, last question. Would you say that you are a social scrapbooker, or do you like to craft alone?
I like to craft when everybody's sleeping.
So alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind to have other crafters with me, but not my kids.
No, those are better off safe in bed. Heidi, thank you so much for stopping by today, and I am so thrilled. So join us. Heidi's season is starting this week. You can tune in and check out all of the.
Excited.
We are too, and I think Lori's excited not to respond to all those emails anymore. Yes, Heidi is back. So tune in this week, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Christine.